Hey, it's Troy from Forest Workshops and Strategy Road. Come for a walk with me and we'll have a conversation about systems and processes. Systems and processes. So much of our lives and what we're navigating in our businesses feels a bit off-piste and foggy right now. So it's intelligent to think about how we're going to bring value to our customers in the weeks, months and years ahead, and the experience and service standard that'll differentiate us in the mind of our chosen consumers. So fresh thinking about the decision-making drivers, the wants, needs and deepest desires of our customers, it's a given. But how to create it, shape it, mould it in an efficient, economical, engaging and effective way? How to deliver it with certainty, with accuracy and sustainability, how to underpin it to ensure it works, that it pays, that we can follow through on the promises we're making? Well, for that, we need to turn our strategic eyeballs to systems and processes. I don't want to bash you over the head with TPS or Lean Six Sigma or TQM dashboards until your eyeballs bleed, but this stuff matters. So let's consider what systems, a set of component parts working together as a whole, and processes, a series of steps you can take to achieve a goal, are designed for. I think in a commercial enterprise you can probably bundle all your systems and processes into 4 bales. There's 4 things we need them for. Number 1, to create our value proposition. Number 2, to deliver our value proposition. Number 3, to profit from our value proposition. And number 4, to improve our value proposition. So let's break those 4 bits down and think about the systems and processes most pertinent to your enterprise. Let's start with creating your value proposition. Think about the processes you have to identify the kind of clients you're here to help and the kind of problems you want to help them solve or goals you want to help them realise. What systems do you employ or will you employ tomorrow to help you find, sort and apply that information, so that the value proposition you're developing for tomorrow is aligned with the kind of customers you want to serve, the things they'll value your help with? Prospecting, problem identification, feedback loops, designing and iterating, all can be systematic and process underpinned. Then there's the actual value proposition itself. With a defined cohort of customers in your crosshairs, what sort of systems and processes are most critical to helping you develop your product, service or solution? What sort of human, physical and virtual resources need sourcing, securing, mustering, organising and then working to bring in, bolt together or build your value proposition? Are you clear on the supply chain continuum activities, the organisational sequences and engines to bring that value proposition concept to life, to get it prepped and packaged in the most efficient, economical and effective way? Number 2, delivering your value proposition. How are you enabling the connection with customer and the shipment of your value proposition so they might begin to actually benefit from it? It's one thing to have a physical or virtual warehouse of value at the ready, or a team of bespoke just-in-time talent ready to roll and improve a customer's lot. It's another to engage the target cohort, to inspire them to take up your offer, move it out to where they need it deployed, turn it on, get it whirring and humming, and make sure it's doing what they needed it to do. So everything from marketing and sales activities to transaction processes to delivery logistics, customer service, installation, IT infrastructure and follow-up procedures. Have you got a solid handle on what it's going to take to systematically, consistently and effectively deliver your value promise to the ones you promised it to? Number 3, profit from your value proposition. In short, are you able to make more from it than it's costing you to make and deliver? What systems and processes give you insight, oversight, foresight, even hindsight mechanisms to ensure you can keep doing what you're doing sustainably and increasingly lucratively? Financial and operational rigour, smart cost management, clever deployment and control of working capital, driving more sales and revenue generation for less investment via the right future customer cohorts. That's why you invested in the CRM system, right? all opportunities to employ and refine systems and processes that help you plan, execute, and progressively sharpen how you derive a profit from your endeavours. And then number 4, improve your value proposition. What you did yesterday and are doing today simply won't be sufficient for tomorrow. So, how are you learning from and applying the learnings you're divining right now to help you map, plan, build, deliver, and leverage for better tomorrow? There's a big role for leadership systems and processes here. The very act of strategic planning falls in this bucket, as does governance and innovation. Melding the retrospective learnings with your proactive imaginings, with the test beds, the version 2.1.1ing, involving all the parties privy to or playing roles in those first 3 bits, the creating, delivering and profiting bits, and bringing them together for changes big and small, making the decisions on whether it's a faster horse or a motor car that's going to be needed. And this comes all the way back to your purpose, your vision and your values. So that's a pretty fat deck of cards for anyone to consider in their business. Even the smallest and simplest will have dozens, if not hundreds, of systems and processes they rely on, whether they're conscious of them or not, to keep their wheels of commerce turning smoothly. There are 4 words that keep coming up in this discussion, 4 E words I think every leader benefits from keeping in mind as a quick checklist for any system or process they're thinking about. Number 1, effective. Does it work? Does it do what it needs to do? Number 2, efficient. Are we doing it as quickly and painlessly as possible? Number 3, economic. Are we maximising returns for the lowest feasible investment? And number 4, engaging. Is it easy for people to get, to work, to employ? There are also a few questions I think you do well to address as you move forward around that bucket full of enablement mechanisms. Number 1, of all your systems and processes, do you have them documented, catalogued, owned or overseen by an appropriate person? If the house burnt down tomorrow or you fell under the metaphorical bus, is there a manual that says, here is the means to rebuild and redeploy and re-benefit sustainably from our value proposition? The merits of having them documented aren't just for risk mitigation or to tick your regulator's box or even give you a sense of confidence and a sound sleep at night that you don't have to stress about that building burning down. It's also a tool for you to continually review and ask some more questions about, like, number 2, are we crystal clear on why we're employing this system or process? What is its clear benefit? Why is it better than the alternative, or the no system or process? Every repeated regular act or mechanism employed in a business needs to happen for a good reason. Do you know what they are for yours? Number 3, what can be improved on the systems and processes list? For efficiency, for economy, for engagement, or for effectiveness? What can be automated? What can be refined? What can be outsourced? And what yardsticks are we using to help us make those judgment calls? Do we have a system, a process for helping us continually improve our systems and processes? Number 4, what can be culled? What just doesn't serve a valid, valuable purpose anymore? If you can't directly tie a system or process to creating, delivering, profiting from, or improving your value proposition, it begs the question, why are you doing it? Ask yourself, if we don't do it, what will be the consequence and what will be the upside? Number 5, what are we doing that's not following a system or process right now? What's happening organically or sporadically or haphazardly or artistically that has a degree of unpredictable randomness about it? And should it? Could it employ a means to track it, plan it, check it, improve it? Or is its very value because it's more art than scientific method? And are you certain that calling it art or ad hoc or creative or organic isn't just an excuse for not wanting to bring a level of rigour to it? Number 6, where is more discipline, better oversight required in terms of how we apply our systems and processes? This strikes me as an area that a great many businesses battle with. It's not necessarily a lack of a system or process, it's just a lack of appetite to employ it. rigorously, without fail in the right moment. A lack of discipline. So, ask yourself, what disciplines are needed to repeatedly employ this process or system because of the benefits we know they bring, and what discipline support systems or processes might we apply to ensure it doesn't fall by the wayside? You can see the cascade of Russian nesting dolls here, right? That we need systems to support certain systems, to employ certain processes, to apply particular systems, and so on. And the starting point is always human choice, an act, the first step by a person to start the motor on a system or flick the lever on a process to get things rolling. So maybe the final strategic consideration around systems and processes for your enterprise moving forward is this. Have you got the humans in the crew, the leaders, the frontliners who A, get it, they get your purpose, they get your vision as an enterprise, B, want it, are keen to see the ambitions realised, the benefits delivered, when all the systems and processes are humming and your value proposition is being meted out left, right and centre, and C, can do it, are empowered and trained and supported and shown the way and inspired and imbued with the attitudes and values that have them ready to roll. Humans, the system and process employers, are the topic of next week's Strategy Starter Shot. Thanks for listening. I hope that's been of some value. If you'd like support or guidance or facilitation services to help you and your leadership team develop your strategy through and beyond 2020, please get in touch. troy@strategyroad.com.au or give me a call 0430 308 963. Thanks for walking Adelaide's Victoria Park with me. Have a terrific day.